that he's still the leader of the cartel, regardless if they say former leader. No, he's still leading it in the inside, right? When you have the type of power that El Chapo has, he's capable of doing these type of things. Peace and blessings, you ugly mofos, and welcome to another episode of He Rants. I am your host, Felix Long Trousers. Man, check this out, man. This is your first time on He Rants. I just want to let you know I'm just a random guy who likes to look up random things that interest me, and I just feel like I need to inform you guys about it. If that sounds sexy or attractive to you, make sure you hit that subscribe button along with the post notifications, right? So that way you'll be one of the first people to hear the voice of Long Trousers. And at the same time, make sure you hit a like, man. It only takes 1 second, man. I'm out here stuttering in the beginning, but it only takes 1 second. That amount of time that I stuttered, you could have easily hit that like button, right? And at the same time, you gotta buy the merch. Mofo, man, offering females orgasms. Because it's so humble. Link in the description box below. But let's not waste no more time. Let's get straight into the first story, man. We gotta talk about a Jacksonville woman, right? The reason I say Jacksonville woman, because I wasn't able to get the name, right? But I just realized a lot of stuff happened in Florida. I feel like Florida is definitely the dating zone. A lot of deaths, a lot of weird altercations happening on a daily basis, right? And this one is no different from the rest, right? So pretty much what happened, downtown Jacksonville, it seems to be a report of a real wheelchair robbery, meaning that a person came into the bank and robbed them while in a wheelchair. Strictly savage. Well, it's a woman. They didn't say it was an older woman or a younger woman, but the woman pretty much came in there to talk about an account with the teller, right? And eventually something happened and it escalated to the point that she just said, listen, I'm gonna kill everybody in this joint. Give me everything, right? So the teller, I guess, got scared and flustered and everything, and ended up giving her some money. It literally said in the article, some money. So I'm trying to figure out, was it not all the money, just some money? And then, she decided to roll out or scoot. Well, it was an electronic wheelchair, so I guess it's not roll out, right? I guess it is roll out, right? It's roll out. So she skirted off and the chase was on, right? So eventually, she was at large for a little bit of time, but eventually, they caught her ass. She's in an electric wheelchair. So she didn't come at this really smart, because I feel like if I was her, I would have came there with one of those, one of those little buses or short buses that have the lift, right? You should have had that at the getaway car and have the lift already down to the floor, right? So the moment she comes out, boom, lift already down to the floor. The joint's already warmed up. Boom, she zips on there. Boom. Then the person in the driver's seat, make sure the lift comes in, shifts in. It's probably a 3-minute procedure, but I mean, the people in the bank are probably flustered and don't even know what just happened, right? They're all scared to just survive this crazy attack. So she definitely could have planned this a little bit better. But the thing that made me really shocked is the fact that she went in there with no weapon. There was no weapon at all. So she went in there with a wheelchair, said, I'm gonna kill everybody in here, and then she was able to leave out with money. Yes, she got caught, but she did a successful robbery, barehanded in a wheelchair. That is savage, and it's like I have to respect it, right? So this leads me to believe that she may be very, very grotesque in the face, because only somebody so ugly and grotesque could be able to pull off this stunt. But at the same time, it is Florida. We gotta talk about New Jersey, man. The Garden State. I even know it's called the Garden State. Actually, I mean, I saw the license plates and everything, so I guess that makes sense. But what was New Jersey? New Jersey's like, it's almost like New York, but not New York at the same time, but a little bit of Philly. It's like a mixture of both, just in Jersey. And they be doing that little club music and everything, but whatever. Like, listen, the reason I'm talking about this is because the governor of New Jersey, Phil Murphy, recently as in like today, just made it legal to have up to 6 ounces of marijuana, and you're able to use it recreationally. You know what the hell I meant, come on. This is huge news. Like I already said before, I don't partake in the devil's lettuce. But if I did, New Jersey would definitely be a place I would like to explore, right? This is huge. This is big, man. So I say this. If you ever want to, hang around and smoke, what are you kids called? Doobies? I think Jersey might be the spot. We gotta talk about Lil Boosie, man. Lil Boosie, he's hit the news again because he recently had an interview and they were asking him about the other interview that he had with Mike Tyson. And I think I reported, I'm going to put the card above and everything, right? I reported on this story because this guy, Lil Boosie, went to Mike Tyson's podcast, and Mike Tyson's daughter didn't really like Boosie. You remember Boosie came out with the whole thing about don't let Dwayne Wade's son cut his dick off, right? Remember, it was a big thing. Like, he was in Planet Fitness talking about, like, don't let him cut his dick off. Don't let them cut the boy's dick off. And I totally agree with that, right? You shouldn't cut a young boy's dick off. This is all after, Dwayne Wade's son decided that he wants to be a transformer and such, right? Now, I guess I can't call him a son. I have to call him a girl. He's still in his transforming state, right? And the thing is, I also found out that this guy, Mike Tyson's daughter, is actually a transformer. He used to be a man, now transformed to a woman. When you talk about a Decepticon, right? You get it, Decepticon? Because it's like deception, but there's also like the transformer. Okay, whatever. So when Mike Tyson's daughter came up and hit the scene, it seemed like it was very hostile. It seemed like she wanted to go toe to toe with this guy Boosie, but Boosie handled it like a gentleman. He wasn't really crazy. He answered the question and everything was cool. It stopped being hostile. But Mike Tyson said if she had jumped in and started fighting Boosie, that Mike Tyson would have had to jump in also, which is really scary when you think about it, because Mike Tyson is really, really strong still at his old age, right? And keep in mind that I said that his daughter is a transformer. So she wasn't always a woman, meaning that she probably still has masculine, strong man strength. You feel me? So that would have been a man, woman versus Boosie, who's a man, and then Mike Tyson, who's also clearly a man. It wouldn't look good for Boosie. So that's why Boosie came up straight up and just said, I would blast him, right? It would be a murder scene, basically, right? I would definitely shoot the place up. And I would not be mad if he did that, honestly, right? Because I think I would do the exact same thing, right? Alone, Mike Tyson's daughter already seems strong as it is, just off the largeness of her, right? I would be scared to go toe-to-toe with her. But then adding Mike Tyson to the mix, that's too much of a flurry. But I tell you what can beat fists every time? Bullets. You have to talk about El Chapo's wife, man. Emma Coronel, I think, Espero. I'm sorry if I'm saying her name wrong. Please don't kill me. Oh my God, please don't kill me. We already know about El Chapo, man. Former leader of the Sonora cartel. Actually, I still think he is the leader at this point, right? And, he's a escape artist from prison. He definitely has a lot of plugs, a lot of connections. So he was able to escape prison twice. And apparently he was trying to escape the third time, but it seems to be foiled. But the reason why I'm talking about his wife, right? His wife recently just got caught in Dulles Airport in Virginia, right? Not too far away. I don't live in Virginia, but actually, Dulles Airport is a break away. So right now, Emma is actually facing charges for conspiracy of drug trafficking, right? Apparently, she was trying to sell some heroin, methamphetamine, and along with, of course, the good white stuff, the cocaine, right? So she was really trying to push the heavy drugs. When I feel like she's probably doing it for the guy El Chapo, man. I think it's pretty obvious at this point, right? And that's why I said earlier that he's still the leader of the cartel, regardless if they say former leader. No, he's still leading it in the inside, right? When you have the type of power that El Chapo has, he's capable of doing these type of things, right? Able to put his wife in there to do things for him, which makes me believe that El Chapo is a man that also uses raw penis, which he should, because it's his wife, right? At the end of the day, you could say, she's probably just doing this off the strength of it's El Chapo, it's the wife he has to. Yes. But do you think if he's not laying down the raw pipe, that she would still do it? I ask you that. Do you think that she still would? All right. She's probably going to face some serious time, right? Serious time. I don't know. I've been watching a whole lot of movies, so who knows? Is it one of those situations that they might kill the lawyers or something like that? That's some hardcore, crazy stuff. See, I never decided to be in the drug game for situations like this, right? Like I told you before, no one is taking my butt in prison. But But also, the police are also coming out saying that she has a plot. She had a plot, at least, to get El Chapo out of prison. So they're not giving up. And the thing about it, right, if El Chapo gets out, what is the next move after that? Do you then perform a Osama bin Laden where you're just hiding under the dirt for the rest of your life? Is that the life that you want to live? Or is he going to do a face transplant where he cuts his face off and puts a new face for somebody else who decides to do it? And then they have to kill that person because of the loose ends. Clearly, I've been watching a lot of movies, but I feel like that's how that type of thing goes. But listen, it's definitely possible just off the strength that El Chapo has broken out of prison. Like, two times? Well, one time? One time? Two times? I'm not sure exactly, son, but I watch Prison Break, son. It just seems like some real life Prison Break stuff. I'm here for the action. All right. Is it bad that these people are causing problems in the communities out here by selling their drugs and dope? Yes, absolutely. But do we need this at the same time? I was joking. No, we don't need drugs. Drugs are not. I don't know what was coming over. I was getting excited because all the drugs talk and stuff, and I was watching movies. So that's all the news I got for today, guys. If you made it this far, I appreciate you. I love you, man. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the post notification. Always hear the voice of long trousers. Same time, hit a like, man. If you haven't hit a like by now, son, my goodness. Show your boy some love. Hit that like, man. And at the same time, buy the merch. Share this video with your friends, your buddies, your loved ones. Alright? I know I'm speeding through it and everything, but that's all I gotta say. Peace and blessings, you ugly mofos. And I'm out.